Hi guys, it's Miss Williams. I'm sorry that this video is coming in kind of late. I actually forgot that I had to make this video in order to let you guys know how to do this project. So the project is over a body system, and these are the ones that you're going to choose from. So circulatory, digestive, immune, muscular, nervous, and respiratory, and skeletal. I have already listed some really good websites. Some of them could be blocked or no longer working, but whenever I did check them, they were working. Um, and it tells you like which ones to find for which system that you're using. Guys, it's really important that you try to use these websites first before you reach out just to Google, because these are safe websites for your age group. And so what happens when we start using Google is we may accidentally uncover something that we don't need to know. Okay, so just make sure that you start off with those safe websites. You do not need to use all of these things in the PowerPoint. And like I told my traditional students, if you do not even want to use a PowerPoint template that I created, you can completely make your own PowerPoint as long as your questions are answered that I put in the PowerPoint. So, for instance, these are just like examples of how your finished report is going to look. Once again, they will not all be used, it will only be the system that you choose. If we look here, it says, what does the blank system do? That's where you're going to type your system that you chose between those systems that I just went over, and you're going to type your information. Now, each question, the answer should be at least 3 to 4 sentences. Your sentences should be structured with appropriate punctuation, capital letters, your spelling as well, because we do have a spell check on here. What do I already know about the whatever system that you're doing? If you don't already know anything, I don't know. Okay, try to come up with some kind of previous connection where maybe you have heard of that system before. And then the blank system starts in so whatever system you have, where does it begin? Or if you're doing skeletal, it's like, oh, okay, our entire body is made up of the skeletal system. But you could say that, it starts in your skull and it ends in your toes. How do you keep the system strong? So how do you keep it healthy is another way to reword that. What are some things that you can do to keep that system healthy? And this can be in a list format. What organs are in your system? Without your organ system that you chose, what couldn't you do? What's the smallest organ in that system? How do medical conditions start in that system? And what medical conditions are also related with that system? What does it look like? What happens to your body if you don't have that system? So what would start to happen to your body if that organ system were not to exist in there anymore? What helps keep the system healthy? So a lot of these are repeated because it's like just a color change. So just make sure that you don't do any slide twice. And then at the end, it says like some interesting facts, and then you can create your own question if you would like to, in order to just add in some information. Like I said, as long as those questions are answered, you do not have to use this template, but it is a template for you to make a copy of, and it does take a while to download. And this project is going to be due by Friday. So my traditional students are doing the exact same thing. And then we are going to make a diagram very similar to this picture. So it's just going to be paper, and you're going to use paper and whatever you have kind of around the house in order to make the diagram of your system. So if you have any questions, please let me know.